Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, I finally have what I hope are the remaining pieces that I need to finish the water-to-air intercooler setup on my diesel-swapped TJ Wrangler. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I've got a plate here on the motor that I need to take off first because I need to modify it so there is a larger volume of water going through my heat exchanger to my water-to-air intercooler. So I'm going to get to work. Alright, just so you can see what I was talking about in my intro. This is the plate that we're going to be removing because I want to install a larger port, and I'm hoping to drill and tap it right there. But I also want to keep this, if this ends up not working, I want to be able to go back to the stock setup with the hose that I have here. So I'm trying to keep this port and add this one for better flow. Alright everyone, here's my current thought process. This will fit here like I was hoping. It's going to be a tight fit, especially down here. This almost fits in where I was hoping it would. So what I'm going to do is drill and tap this, but once I screw in this MPT barb fitting, I'm going to have to cut it so it's smooth down here so this will still seal to the block. So this is going to be a little bit more work than I was expecting, but this will still work just fine. Alright everyone, I actually took my GoPro so I could film drilling this hole with a drill press at my father-in-law's, and as soon as I got over there my GoPro died, so I just didn't bother. This took several tries. I screwed up a little bit right here, but the inside is actually really smooth. So now we are going to tap it with this 1/2 inch MPT, and we are just going to go super slow. Alright everyone, got the piece made the way I want it. Is it perfect? No. Was this probably the right way to tap it? Also no. But it's going to work for what I'm doing. There's not a whole lot of pressure in this coolant system. There is pressure, but not a large amount. The way I ended up doing it, I kind of realized this when I was tapping it, MPT taps are tapered, meaning the further you go, the larger your MPT is. That's how you get a really good seal. So the way I did it, instead of screwing this all the way down and tapping it all the way down, I tapped it so I could screw it in about 3/4 of the way, and then I put Loctite on it and then tightened it the rest of the way. So this is tight. This will not leak. I also put an 1/8 inch MPT tap, or sorry, 1/8 inch MPT plug in this port. That way, if I have to go back and put a 1/2 inch MPT plug here, I can reuse my Kubota setup the original way it was designed. So now we're going to reinstall this and then work on trying to figure out how I'm going to mount my heat exchanger to my radiator. So back to work. Alright everyone, this is day 2. I know how I want to try setting this up. I found these long grade 10 bolts with these threaded couplers. My current idea is I'm going to drill some holes and mount the heat exchanger to the front side of the radiator, and then I'm going to use these long bolts with the threaded couplers that I just mentioned to actually offset the radiator from the grill so everything will fit. This gives me a couple of advantages. One, I don't have to cut up my grill. 2, I actually have room for the hoses to go to the heat exchanger. And 3, I can actually undo all the work and revert it back to stock very easily. So I'm going to get back to it. everyone, I have the heat exchanger mounted to the radiator. I'm actually really happy with it, but this will work for what I'm trying to do. So the next step is to reinstall the front grille and attach the radiator to the front grille. Now that that's done, I need to figure out how to run the hosing from the heat exchanger to the intercooler, and then I think the only thing that's left is figuring out how to hook up all the boost piping, which I just realized is now a lot more confined because I've shoved the radiator backwards. So this is about to get very interesting. Alright, the last thing I need to do is make a bracket so I can hold the wastegate on the turbo shut. So I'm just going to bend this, drill a hole, see how far it needs to go. I'll bend it again, and we'll make it work. I'm going to open the shop and we're going to fire this up for the first time and see how this thing sounds. Fire in the hole! Alright everyone, I've gotten the system bled. Started raining, had to pull it into the shop. It stopped raining, but it's overcast, so we're gonna go for a quick test drive. Alright everyone, that's all the time I have this weekend. I'm really happy where everything's at right now. This was kind of my attempt one. This was the easiest thing to set up. Small intercooler using a heat exchanger that's being fed by the water pump on my diesel engine. And I really didn't expect this to work, but it kind of works as good as I was hoping. But anyway, in my next video, we're going to be changing some stuff and trying it again. But that's all I have time for. So hey, it's YouTube. You know what to do. Take out more than you bring. Tread lightly, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.